You're listening to a Loot Dummies podcast, LOOTdummies.com. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies, a weekly podcast following a group of friends as they battle across a homebrewed world called Antiriath in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Step into the mystical world of Antiriath and follow as our party of dummies adventure across the lands. Talik Grog, half-orc fighter-sorcerer from the wretched valleys of Mekzim, played by Taylor. Ilirlock Bloodhair, Harengon cleric whose fate seems determined by luck itself, played by Joey. And Pomerel the gatekeeper, Summer Eladrin from the Feywild city of Solaria, played by Seth. And last but not least, the host and dungeon master of our campaign, the man of many voices, Sam. And welcome back to our show, Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies.
And I want to have your babies. Yeah, I want to have your babies.
I don't think that's possible.
He's an AI. I mean,
Not
anything's
yet.
possible.
Not now that Trump's president. It's not.
What?
Heyo.
Well,
Leave that in. I don't care if they come for me.
I don't think
Oh,
anybody's
it's
going to
in.
come for you.
The death camps
It's been registered.
are on their way to your
Yeah,
house.
they're gonna put me straight into whatever this version of how is.
Gulag.
Yeah,
Oh, no. Taylor, you okay?
I'm gonna go have to make big rocks into tiny rocks for decades.
That sounds so relaxing.
Put you on the chain
You
gang.
were going to say that. So
That's
that's just like the
put me in a death
simplicity.
camp.
Give me
No
uniform,
stress.
same uniform every day, same
responsibilities.
food
Oh
every
my
day.
gosh. Just
Just-
let me break
Just
rocks.
break rocks.
No
Imagine how
responsibilities.
fucking yoked I'd
Just
be.
go rip a poster off of a North Korean hotel wall, and it'll all happen for you.
That's fair.
That's easier said than done. You have to get to North Korea first.
I mean, there's probably a handful of countries that'll get you done in.
Mm.
Probably none really worth traveling to, though. So same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's somebody that needs to have some rocks broken.
Or you can join the military.
There you go.
I mean, these are all things. Okay. I have prepared a
Ooh,
recap
prepared. I'm excited.
of multiple sessions.
Yeah, I mean, I think give it a deep, hearty recap, and then like if we don't need all that for the listeners because it hasn't been as big of a gap for
Right.
them, we can always trim it, right, Taylor?
Yep.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
I can trim anything.
I can trim. I drop that shit in the editor, and I can trim whatever the hell I want.
They call him the lawnmower man.
The dad joke of the day:
Oh yes, please. start us.
atheism is a non-profit organization. Profit spelled with a PhD.
Oh, okay.
But,
Yeah, that's really good. That's actually great. I actually really like it. I was waiting for the punchline, and then the punchline is just in it. Oh, glorious.
First things first, before I get too far ahead of myself, I have us at the 2nd of Frost at 11 a.m.
Ooh, winter boys.
Yeah. Early winter, but yeah.
Okay. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Recap.
Hit us with the recap.
Okay, so go all the way back. We had a situation where we were fighting Frost Giant at the old Stone Giant fort. If y'all remember that, Pomerel reaches up in between Talik's legs and injects him with healing powers, and Ilirlock guiding bolts a giant in the taint to death. And then after the party dusts themselves off, I actually get a heading from Talik's sword, the long sword of pallid light. The amount of times I've written the words long sword of pallid light in my notes.
Oh no.
It's like an
It
acronym for it.
Yeah. Long sword of pallid light. Lopel. At which point Alirlock creates a ritual circle and does successfully remove the lycanthropy from Talik. He attempts to do some things that involve the sword, and that doesn't go super well. Pomerel just kind of acts like he's not paying attention from his tent. Talik and Alirlock hear a voice that says, "Never try that again." And Talik goes back to normal after the ritual. They think the lycanthropy is gone, and Pomerel casts Divine Sense on Talik and gets a sense of something in air quotes. I don't know. That's all we know. Something. It wasn't good, but it was unidentifiable. So that would have been the end of the 45th of Harvest. So on the 46th of Harvest, and the foothills of the Eclarian Mountains, they trek towards in the direction of Magzim using the heading provided by Talik's sword. While they're on this trek is when Pomerel and Alirlock and Talik's hair starts swapping colors, their mouths change, and they run into the tricksters, the pixies and the Fey Dragon and all those different little creatures that messes with them. To which point, at one point, Talik is just straight loopy from some kind of purple puff of smoke. Pomerel used his elixir of health to cure him. The horses get shrunk, go back to size. Revenge falls in some water with Alirlock. Talik hops off and just lets the horse and Alirlock just fall down into the water pit. Alirlock and Talik wind up killing their water pouches because they turned into snakes. Talik cutting his in half and Alirlock casting inflict wounds. Pomerel punches his snake to death, so his water skin is still intact. At which point the pixies and the sprites all appear, ask a bunch of questions. There's some discord and conversation there with the purple fairy dragon and the pixies and the sprites. That gets resolved, and they say that Talik's sword, it has stinky tricks in it, and that we surely want to throw the sword in the swamp. They think that we should want to get rid of the sword immediately. On the evening of the 46th of Harvest, we're continuing east by northeast on the hex grid at that point, and we smell spiced meat and sausages being smoked and a campfire. At which point, the party rediscovers Bodyknot Greenleaf, camping out in the woods, just kicking it. Alirlock perceives that 3 tree trunks are moving, at which point the party starts the fight with the Amphisbiana.
I think it's Amphisbana.
It's
the
Greek.
amphibian fister snakes.
Amphisbena, right? If it's Greek.
Amphisbena?
Aena. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
One way or the other, it is utter chaos. The party's getting bit, constricted, restrained. It's absolute hell for everyone. Bodyknot gets loose and kind of slings away and starts popping shots off. Talik hits some of the snakes with a big old fireball. Bunch of chaos ensues. Alirlock polymorphs one of them, the ones holding Pomerel. Pomerel heals Talik. Alirlock kills one with spiritual weapon, OP. Talik kills another one, and Bodyknot shoots one through the cloaca, killing it.
Christ.
That's right.
They're
Into
both
one
cloaca.
cloaca and out
Yeah,
the other
they have
cloaca.
dual
In one
cloacas.
and out the other. Dual cloaca murder.
Yeah, they're a 4 or a 5 creature.
Pomerel slays the polymorph Amphisbena, and that's all done. So at the end of that, we had a long rest, which brings us to the 48th of Harvest at 7 a.m. We are heading northeast, still on the hex grids, following the Longsword of Pallid Light at this point. We're just straight up, just following along. I don't know if the whole party actually knows that, but Talik and Alirlock know that. Pomerel suspects it, and I don't know what Bodyknot knows. So we see some large figures in the rain crossing the path. We realize that they are relics lost. One of them blows some snot juices on Pomerel, and Pomerel is amused. Continue on to the first day of frost. We're continuing the northeast heading. Alirlock spots a puddle of blood and dismounts to investigate. Talik tastes the blood and says that it tastes like liquor of some kind. Pomerol lights his sword afire, sticks his flaming sword in the blood, and it sizzles, but nothing else really seems to happen. Pomerol notices everything around them is still, and there's no trail to or from the puddle as far as like a blood trail. It only seems to be a couple inches deep, and they sense that there is good in the puddle of blood that tastes like liquor. We actually find a camp, get ready to prepare for the full moon in case Talik transforms, at which point he does not transform. He is cured of lycanthropy. So, starting on the 2nd of Frost, we continue northeast per the sword's instructions. It's 80 degrees and humid now. We're out of the foothills, kind of down in the flatlands, I believe. I don't know what they're actually called. And which point Body Knock finds some parchment in a tree, and it is a map to a stash. In the stash, we find a vial of pale tincture and a recipe to make the tincture poison. I don't know if we know much more than that yet. And then we see a giant axe-face bird sprinting at us, being chased by 3 large winged beasts whipping needle missiles at the bird. And that's the last note that I have.
I just have to commend you and your note-taking ability.
It's incredible.
It's truly impressive.
It's truly just, I mean, it's way better than mine. That's for darn
I didn't
sure.
remember half of that. So
Oh, well, I did remember it all that.
I didn't.
I appreciate the compliment. I definitely forgot about the axe-face bird needle slingers.
Hell of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Slingers.
A teaser, if you will, for what was coming tonight with the Axe Puff beef hangers. And so yeah, I mean, you guys should have had that coming. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna pick up right there. We're gonna roll initiative. We're
That
gonna
was my
get some-
girlfriend's nickname in high school.
Oh no!
F.
Oh no!
There was one part that wasn't in the recap. Aren't we back into Mech-Zim?
Yeah, he mentioned like getting down into the flatlands of the forest, and so yeah, when y'all got into the forest, that's truly Mech-Zim. But now that y'all are in like the fields of Mech-Zim, now you're like really in orc territory.
Roll a nat 20 for initiative.
That's amazing. But one of them also rolled a nat 20, just so you know.
Oh, I rolled a better nat 20?
Maybe. What's your modifier?
It says +1.
Is that all your dex is? Might be all it is.
I guess so.
18.
Wow, they rolled freaking rocks. Well, most of them did.
Are these actually chimeras?
No, they're not actually chimeras. They are
Goodness.
Mancors. But these guys are
Oh!
Mancors.
Oh, I thought they were chimeras. That's what I thought you were even describing.
Mm-mm.
Manticores make more sense now. that I
Man,
think
y'all
about
rolled
it.
good, but they also rolled good. Well, most of y'all rolled good. Sorry, Mr. Knock.
I got an 18 as well.
What's your dex mod?
+3.
Yeah, y'all tied, but you will go before him, Joey.
Okay.
Do
I
you,
have
do
no
you not like that?
No, I have no preference.
The beauty is you could just delay your turn till after his if you don't like that. I'm giving
Okay.
all the power to you.
I don't like that. I'm here to have the power taken from me.
Tell me what to do.
Exactly.
So yeah, the other guy rolled a nat 20 and has a +3, so he is actually going to go before you, Pomerel.
Horror.
And you hear just this lion-esque roar with this weird kind of metallic timbre to it. It's just like out of the one that's flying up here in the front. And he says, I can smell it from here. Elf meat. And he is going to fly up higher and say, he's going to shout back to the other ones. He's going to say, leave the worthless puffs. We have a real feast to enjoy. And he can fly 50 feet, so he's going to fly 50 feet up to kind of here-ish. Gain a little bit of altitude. And then how far are y'all away? Y'all were really at
300 something feet.
300-ish. Okay, I think that's out of his range increment at all. Yeah, it is. Okay, so he is going to fly another 50 feet up, just flying over little guys. And then it will be your turn, Pomerel. So he's gotten a little bit closer as he picks up speed and sails over the top of the axe beaks. So they're axe beaks, but they're covered in mushrooms. Do y'all know what axe beaks are?
I'm envisioning it's exactly what it sounds like, axe beak.
Yes, it's basically like a big ostrich or like a terror bird sort of thing with a
Well, now my heart's
beak
racing.
that is shaped like an axe. But these guys look very sickly and covered in the big puffy mushrooms all over their body.
Well, if they're terror birds, I'm terrified.
Think like chocobos.
Okay, so Pomerel isn't really reacting a whole lot. They're really far away, and he's just kind of looking at them, and he's just like, "Oh, look at that! Those little bird things are being chased by those big winged creatures. Is this something we need to worry about?"
That's likely the case. They don't look a little friendly.
Oh, so we're
Yeah, Joey, I think
killing them?
Learlock's had experience with these guys, right?
Yeah, you don't want to tussle with these feathers. They don't do good things to people like us.
Are you saying we should flee?
Flee or fight.
Flee or fight? Talik, what say you?
Fight!
Fight. And Mr. Knock?
I almost spewed my water to Mr. Knock.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is kind of sketch.
And it's sketch, you say?
Very much so. I'm a very small creature. These things could probably pick me up and carry me away.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm sorry. They're so far away.
I want to point something out. I've gotten a lot of flack for starting encounters really close and you being like, what, we didn't hear them a mile away in this big open field? So I don't want
I'm not
any lip
complaining.
about them being really far away.
I just don't think we know what to do.
I'm just trying to figure out the best option here and remember what all my spells are. So I've been studying my spells instead of my recap.
No, the
Okay.
recap was delightful.
All right, at level 1, I'm going to do none of this shit. Pomerel is going to stand here and prepare a guiding bolt
Okay.
because I want everybody to get their stuff for being close to me.
Okay. What do you want the trigger for your guiding bolt to be?
Range.
Any creature or specifically a manticore?
Specifically a manticore. When a manticore enters my 120-foot range, I want to fire a level 1 guiding bolt.
You do have to prepare the spell, and if it comes back around to your turn without you firing it, you do lose the spell. Like, you have to cast it now and
That's
then
fine.
hold on to the magic. Okay.
Done.
Okay. All right. The next one flies over, and he says, the elf is delicious, but I want to try that tasty rabbit, man. So exotic. And speaking of, it is now Learlock's turn. This couldn't be working out better.
Cinematic.
See what y'all have done now? You get my fancy rabbit friend that I just made eaten.
It'd be really fucking sad.
Really short memory.
Fancy rabbit friend. Learlock.
All right. I'm gonna take a page out of our friend Pomerel's book, and I'm going to also prepare a guiding bolt to fire off since I have no control over the mount that I'm on. I can't move anyway. So as soon as I come into range, whether it's by riding horseback
via Talk's command or them coming inward, I would want to fire at the first Manticore available.
All right. So you got that prepped. Talik, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to just see Pomerel put on the brakes and hold up. And I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself. So 3 illusory duplicates of myself appear in my space.
Wait, you're on a horse. So where are these duplicates at?
I think they're just like on foot. Or they're like a mounted version of me.
Yeah, it kind of shows the horse as well a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
basically, when you roll an attack at me, you need to roll a d20 first to see what
Yeah,
targets.
to see what yeah. Okay, we'll get
Okay.
there. All right, that sounds good. All right, the axe beaks are going to take off. Okay, and they are sprinting straight towards you guys, full speed. They can move 100 in their turn. So
Okay.
they all run forward, and it's like a stampede of them. Just dust is kicking up in this field out here, and then it is Body Knock's turn. Yeah, these guys are getting closer. The birds are about 150 feet away, but the manticores are behind them, another 50 to 100 feet.
Who's the biggest person in our party?
Probably Talik from a beef standpoint, but Pomerel might be taller.
I'm gonna roll Jeffrey right here, and then I'm going to attempt to hide since I am naturally stealthy.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So you're getting behind 2 men on a horse, and you're a dog and a thing. So yeah, okay.
Jeffrey can lay down really good. He listens well.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a 22.
22 is a success for sure. Yeah, I don't know why I'm hesitating.
Okay, so now
That would have to be crazy.
I'm stealthy. Stealth mode attack.
Oh shit! Stealth mode attack.
What size are these shitheads too?
They're
Just
large.
Cool. Future reference.
Oh, and you've got the sharpshooter, so you can attack them without penalty, basically.
Don't worry about me.
It's like 300 feet or something.
Wait, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. What is it actually?
Whatever the big number on your bow is, you can shoot that far with no penalty.
The big number on my bow.
Yeah, it should say like 80 and 300.
320. I don't think they're quite
320.
there yet.
Oh, they're way less than 320 at this point. They moved in.
Really?
Let me see. Yeah, this one is 280. The other
Okay.
guy's 320. So you could shoot at either of the two in front.
Do I still have my other action? Don't I get another?
Yeah, you can hide as a bonus action as a rogue.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that, and I'll go ahead and. I mean, I guess we're in this, so.
All right.
You want to shoot a bird or the manticore?
The big dudes, man. I'm a little guy. I'm not getting carried off. I can fist fight one of these little emus.
Fist fight one of these emus.
Hell yeah. It's a Body Knock one-liner right there.
That's hopefully a hit.
What is it?
26.
26? Yeah, that's definitely a hit. You shoot the one in the front.
And you said they're large or huge?
Large. Yeah, they are very big, but they're just large.
It's going to be an 11 on the damage.
Okay, and then what about sneak attack? Because you are hidden.
Yeah, what do we do
Oh.
for sneak attack? I can't remember.
Probably a shitload of d6s at this point. We're level 10, so that's 5.
5d6s?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Sneak attack's so crazy. That's an average of 15. Gosh.
And it could be way more.
Here we go. 15.
Oh, perfectly average. All right. Beautiful. Okay. And you do become unhidden, so if you want to do that again, you'll have to hide again. All right, and then the
Word.
one in the back, he actually wasn't even, he was just like barely gliding over the ground, and he actually drops down to his feet right when you all get there and starts loping on all fours, and he's like, now I want to try the puffy chickens! And he's just running along the ground right towards the manticores. The one that just got hit with an arrow lets out a cry. You fool, get up here and help us kill these humans. We're going to strip their flesh from their bones and bathe in their blood. So he flies another 50 forward, and I think he's going to be able to take a... No, he can't. His range is Just to spoiler you, their range is 200, so he was almost able to. Their disadvantage range is 200. So he's flying forward another 100 feet. He is right over these guys, and now he's within 100 feet of you guys. Pomerel, or within 200 feet of you guys. Pomerel, it is your turn. He did not get close enough for a guiding bolt.
No problem. Pomerel sees what's going on, and at this point, he is no longer amused because he's pretty sure that thing just called him a human. He doesn't have anything against humans, but he ain't no fucking human. So he just yeets his guiding bolt just like straight up. Can my horse move independently of my movement?
Yeah, that's how we've been doing it. Is they can move, and then they can take the dash, disengage, or dodge action for free. If you want to do anything else, then you have to use an action to.
Yeah. So my horse is going to move and then dash and move again another 60 feet.
Okay, so now you're in range.
How high is that one? That closest one? How high off the ground is he?
Straight up, he's like 30 feet off the ground. So the angle distance.
At this point, Pomerel's jumping off of his horse,
Okay.
and he is going to run his 40 feet of movement. Now the question is, from this position, can he Misty Step up to that Manticore?
I think normally Misty Step would require you to have a space to land in. So you want to Misty Step
Right onto
the
his...
Manticore.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like we need some sort of roll for that. Here's what I'll let you do.
Okay.
I will let you Misty Step into the space above him, and then you have to drop down and grab onto him. And that's where the roll will come in.
An athletics check?
Yeah, the magic just happens. So yeah, it'll be an athletics check or an acrobatics check to catch onto him and secure yourself. Otherwise, you'll fall.
So Pomerel is raced Sunbeam up into this madness, jumped off, ran underneath this thing, and then poofed out of existence and reappears in the air above the Manticore.
Okay,
That's awesome.
That's some anime shit.
He is going to roll a 19.
Okay.
Athletics
So
check.
you land on the back of him, and this guy's just like, "Rah!" And he's looking back. You grab onto his mane and catch hold.
Yep, grab on, and I just bring my sword down right on top of his head.
My Lanta. All right, let's see the attack.
Okay. 25 to hit.
All right.
Okay,
My
so at that
God.
point, I'm going to expel a 3rd level spell slot using Divine Smite. Right? That's how that works.
Mm-hmm. And then you add a number of D8s based on that.
Okay, so 2 more D8, so it'll be 4 D8s
Yeah. that
of
sounds
radiant damage.
okay.
A 1. So 4 sword damage,
Okay.
and then 4 more D8s of radiant damage. Which will be 15 really,
Oof.
3 really bad rolls.
Yeah, because that's still a lot of
Oh,
damage.
man. Yeah. 15 radiant damage, and then
Blinding sword.
I don't even have it on fire yet.
Oh, that's true. Oh, but you Misty Step for your bonus action.
Right. Okay, so nobody's within distance to be able to do that. Okay. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay. The one flying up beside will he'll shout out and say, "Ginch, your meal seems to have grabbed on top of you." And then he is going to say, "Let me help you out with that." He is going to sling his tail around and whip these bristles off the end of his tail like a porcupine, and several of them are going to shoot out towards you. It's going to be mechanically 3 attacks of tail spikes. Here we go.
Whip crack with this fucking
First
tail.
one's a 15. That's going to be a miss. 9's a miss. And a natural 1's a miss. Well, one of them just dinks off of your armor, and the other 2 go wide.
Pomerel just kind of looks over his shoulder with this kind of seductive grin at the one that shot at him.
You're literally on his buddy, and he rolled a natural 1. I gotta say that's a hit, right? Like, I gotta
I'm
say
so
it hits his
glad.
buddy.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's a natural one. Okay, all right, here we go. Oh shit! Of course, it's match damage. So it catches him right in the nape of the neck. He just lets out a howl. He says, "You fool! Come and bite him. Let me show you how it's done." All right, it is a Learlock's turn. Palmerel is riding one, but 100 something feet from you guys.
I was holding guiding bolt, and the trigger did not come into fruition, so it just
Correct.
dissipates into nothingness.
Palmerel did like when Yoda redirects Dooku's lightning, and you did like when Yoda absorbs Dooku's lightning.
That's so
Ah.
specific.
God.
Sorry, go ahead, Joey.
It's one person listening enjoyed that reference.
You're welcome.
Given the fact of our current scenario, and I don't want that to happen again, I'm going to take a page out of Talok's book and also cast Mirror Image for 3 illusory
Whoa.
duplicates.
Y'all's
Yes!
force looks so absurd right now. It's just like a freaking
Zipping
madness.
around.
So there's three Taloks and 3 Illyrilocks on the exterior of Revenge.
Incredible. All right, and then it's Talok's turn.
All right, I'm gonna turn around and go, hold on, and take off running towards the group just a little bit. I'll go like split the difference, like 60 feet of the horse's movement.
Okay.
And then I am going to feel this heat rise up inside me, and I'm going to toss a freaking fireball and try and hit as many of these birds as I can. A 20-foot
My
radius.
gosh.
The axe beaks. So let's see.
Quintuple kill.
Killtacular.
Killing spree.
All right, 20 feet, like right there. There.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, easily
I
get
think that's the
5
most I
of
could hit.
them. I think you will say. I think you could pull it back a little and hit this guy too.
Yeah.
You could hit 6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So give me a Dex 15 save.
Well, roll damage. First.
Okay. 29 fire damage.
Okay. So these 6 explode, and I don't just mean like a little puppy explode. They theoretically, they actually explode into a giant gaseous. Well, all of them are small gaseous clouds, but together they make a giant gaseous cloud of spores and burning ruin when you hit them.
Jesus. And they die?
And as they die, yes, they are all dead.
Okay.
Very important
Just let me
clarification.
clarify there. Hell yeah.
That's why I
I'm
wanted
like-
to roll damage, because even if they saved, they were dead. So
I turned around to a Learlock and I'm like, is that overkill?
That was perfect.
I'll end my turn.
there's a big cloud of spores there. Okay, and then it is the Axebeak's turn, and the ones that aren't dead, which are, I don't know how many this is.
Got 5 or so, 6.
Yeah, about another 6. They start sprinting forward. One of them, as they're running by Sunbeam, bumps into Sunbeam and explodes. And then there's going to be
my.
3 more I need to check
They're like suicide
as they run
bombers.
past you guys. No, explode.
Kamikazes.
Yes, explode. And then another one bumps into Revenge.
I am
Oh,
also
God.
screwed.
Yeah. It exploded on us.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I need you both to make con saves. Can you roll a con save for Sunbeam as well, Seth?
Oh yeah. 15.
Oh, 26.
Jesus.
Wow.
Christ.
Okay.
I have a +7.
Good job. Yeah, so those are actually both saves. These guys aren't too scary. So you're able to fight off. You feel like you're going to have a little bit of a coughing fit there, but you're able to shove it out of your lungs, hold your breath a little bit, and not succumb to that. Bunny Knock, your hiding spot has just ran forward 60 feet.
Yeah, notice. What's my movement on Heffrey?
I believe he was 40 feet, and
Okay.
he can dash, so you can go up to 80 on him without using your action.
Okay. Let's see. Heffrey, where are we going?
Hugh Heffrey.
I'm gonna run right over here. And I'm gonna take a shot at the second one in line here.
I got the one a little bit farther back.
Yeah, the Manticore fellers.
Okay. His name is Foong, if you're
Oh.
curious.
I don't give a shit about his name.
I didn't think you did, but I want to let you know.
I'm gonna fong you.
I think that's a hit. It's a nat 20 plus 8.
Oh, snap-a-dillic.
Okay, and then we're gonna go with the initial damage. Well, I'm not even hitting right now, so it doesn't matter. I don't have to take attack. So 10. I'll do 10 damage on him.
Oh, man, that was your crit damage? Alright. It is the one on the ground, and he lets out a hideous howl. He says, "No, my puff treats! How dare you!" And he beats his wings and launches himself off the ground and flies up 50
He's
feet.
angry now.
And then he is going to target. It's at disadvantage, but he's so mad at Talek for blowing up his puff treats that he is going to attack at disadvantage. And
Unfortunate.
all three of them coming at Talek at disadvantage. I mean, there's like no way. Wow. 20 to hit. Sorry, one was a nat 20 and one was a 15. So 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. He is gonna do 10 damage to you.
Sheesh.
Can't lose them all. Alright, the other two were not even close. Wow. Alright, it is Ginsh's turn, and he does not like having his favorite flesh type mounted upon him, striking him in the back of the head. So he is going to try to whack you off with his tail.
Hey, yo.
Whack you off.
Mounted and whacking off.
Pause.
No.
Crazy.
Keep it rolling.
He's gonna whack you off.
Crank it up.
Hell.
Okay, so
Do it.
here's what we're gonna do. You don't have him grappled or anything. You're just on him. Actually, I should have looked this up a second ago. The DMG has some really good
Whack up.
rules for how to do shit. That is not what I wanted.
Didn't know you were gonna be fortunate tonight.
Whack you off with his tail. It's a prehensile tail.
Okay. Alright.
He's ignoring me.
The larger creature can try to dislodge the creature as an action by making an athletics check opposed by the smaller creature's athletic or acrobatics. Okay, exactly what I was going to do. I should have just rolled with my gut. Alright, so he's going to roll athletics. I need you to roll athletics or acrobatics, Seth.
Athletics. Here we go.
Oh shit, he rolled super bad.
Oh, I did too. 9.
Oh, shoot, I wasn't even going to do the math. 7.
All
Unless
right.
He's proficient. He's not proficient.
You're riding that bad boy.
Riding
Okay.
him.
That was
Riding
his
him down.
action. So he spends his whole action. He's whipping his tail up, trying to get you, trying to reach his mouth around to grab you, knock you off with his wings. He says, "Get off of me! You will be my meal. I can smell the sweetness of your elf
He's
skin."
trying really hard to get you off.
Palmer was just like, guys, look at this idiot.
Pomerel's rising.
As a bonus action,
Doing everything he can up there to get you off. He's just using his tail, using his
More like a
mouth.
boner action. Alright.
as a bonus action, Pomerel is going to. Oh my god.
We have devolved into the most base.
He is going to enact his paladin divinity of Peerless Athlete, which will give him advantage on athletics checks for the next 10 minutes.
You're too pure to be whacked off up there.
Yeah. At which point he. So that's his bonus action.
Perfectly.
Oh my god.
You whore.
And then Jeez. And then he's just gonna bring his sword down on this thing again.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh no, 10 to hit.
He lives.
He lives. Fucking cracked dice bullshit.
Wait, hold on. Do you only have one attack?
Oh, I don't know.
You almost certainly have extra attack as a paladin, and last time you only attacked once.
Oh. Yeah, I do. I have 2 attacks.
Oh,
Swinging my sword again. Oh, another 10.
Oh, okay. All right, he lives. All right. Foong is gonna come in. Oh, he can't get to you.
Can't believe I missed my extra attack.
All right, but now that he's closer, he's feeling good about
Getting you off.
nailing you with his spikes.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's a 3 on the die.
He's
Ooh, there we go.
nailing you.
23
Oh, that misses.
and a 15. Look, you can't joke like that when you've got an AC out the wazoo.
No,
I
that
don't
hits
actually know if you're
barely.
serious. Okay.
It's barely.
Well, it only does 8 damage as he just barely slips a tail spike in between your armor.
Just the tip. Just the tip.
Oh, guys, that's a little tingly. You want some help up here?
This fight, Alirlock, it's for what it's worth. It's technically your turn now.
I can't tell what the distance is to this thing.
So he's 118 feet away.
No shot.
Oh,
Okay.
your range is 120.
All right. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
That'll require a roll, so you were accurate. Don't
mean,
sell yourself
yeah.
short.
Just terminology. What is it?
Look, is
Uh,
that a rabbit joke? Don't sell yourself short.
How would that be a rabbit joke?
They're small. They're small creatures. Okay. Much as I am.
You're stretching. You're reaching.
You got to when you're short.
Exactly.
God, don't encourage it.
All right, cast Guiding Bolt.
Encourage it.
3rd level. Go.
Ooh, 3rd level. I assume on the one Pomerel's riding, because that's the one that
Oh,
we
yeah.
measured to. Because if it was the other one, that one's like 140 feet away.
Numbers 24.
All right, that's a hit.
Hell yeah. All right, 66. Go.
Oh, that's probably gonna do it.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, that does it.
23.
Okay, yeah. So you blast this guy out of the sky. You know, the one Pomerel was riding.
Oh, he's fine. He's got athletics checks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it will come into play because here's what's gonna happen. This thing is going to fall out of the sky, as is Pomerel.
Is he falling on Alirlock's turn, or is he falling? Like, how does this work? 'Cause Pomerel would do something.
He will fall 500 feet on his turn if we want to wait for his turn.
500.
Pomerel doesn't have any opportunity to take any type of action, I guess is what I'm.
You didn't give me a chance. All
Did you
right,
say
here's
500
Sorry.
feet?
Yeah, it's 50
yeah.
feet.
That's how the math works out. No, it's 500 feet. That's how far you fall in 6 seconds. So don't fall in real life. Just it's bad. Yeah, it's one of those.
Oh, I
it's one of
see what
those
you're
numbers.
saying.
I'm
It's one of
still
those numbers
lost.
that's it. So the game says
But,
If
but
you
hold
are
on, Sam.
free-
I no. We're saying something different. He's only 50 feet off the ground. You were saying how fast does he fall?
Oh, yes. No, he's only 30 feet off the ground. Yeah, it's only going to
Okay.
be 9 damage.
Okay. That's what we were thinking. You were saying.
I was
he
like,
falling.
This dude's about to
100
turn
feet.
to a puddle of organs.
All right, Alirlock, anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. Tog, it is your turn. I'm just going to leave those guys suspended until Ginch's turn, and we'll deal with it there.
I'm gonna use my sorcery points and use some meta magic to cast a twinned firebolt at the other 2 manticores.
Okay, 1 at each.
Yep, and it'll be 1 roll on the twinned. So
All right.
I'm gonna roll the hit. 23 to hit.
23 hits them both for sure. For sure.
All right, then we roll both the damages. The first one, the guy in the front. Oh my god, 2 1s, 2 fire damage.
Oh, that's terrible.
And the one in the back is 15 fire damage.
Wow, that's crazy.
And that's all I'll do. I'll end my turn.
Let's see here. These last ones are gonna run past you. So the axe beaks continue running, and they get past you. And let's see if this last one explodes on you. He does explode on you. So I need y'all both to make con saves again.
I didn't ask for that.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have let your horse die, and you'd have your own positioning.
Oh, that's fine. 18.
Okay, you're fine.
Mine is a
Yeah, I doubt you can even fail. Oh, you could technically fail. Okay, Baninok, it is your turn. So you see, one of these guy in front is dead, is falling out of the sky with Pomerel on him. But the other two are looking pretty good.
All right. Well, Heffrey is going to go right over here so I can kind of get behind this roke.
Roke.
So I haven't used my action at all yet, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you haven't used your action. You haven't even used
Yeah,
your own movement.
because Jeffrey's just he's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide again.
Mm-hmm. Bonus action hide.
I ain't no bitch, but I get things for this.
You're taking a tactical defensive position.
Yes, 29. I assume that hits.
Yeah,
that
I think
hides.
that's a safe assumption. Oh, yeah, either way. 29, like, once we get to level 20, ask me if a 29 is a success. Like, at level 10, yeah, that's probably good.
Then my stealth modifier will probably be like plus 18 or some shit.
Yeah.
Which one of these fellas is suffering the most of the trailers?
Honestly, they're pretty even.
Okay.
Because one of them's taken that light arrow from you last round, and the other one took that firebolt from Taylor.
I'm going to shoot the closest one then.
Okay.
Think it's going to hit us 27.
Oh, baby. All right. Roll me some damage with the sneak attack.
So my initial damage is 6, and then I'm going to roll my sneak attack.
Oh, good. You got him to a 10s with that. Makes the math easy.
15 on the sneak attack again.
Okay.
So 21.
Very good. All right. So he's taking some heat, but he's still flying. He's up.
And that will end my turn.
And that will conclude my turn. Okay. Treep in the back is just letting out a howling, incensed wail. Just like, yeah, die! And he is going to try again to arrow fling on ya boy Talik. Definitely a miss. Nope, definitely a miss. Ooh, yeah, the disadvantage is rough. He should have been more optimal. Okay, now here's what's going to happen. On Ginsh's turn, he is going to fall.
Find out what happens to our party next week. Check us out at dndndummies.com. And please leave us a rating and a review on your podcast app. It would mean the world to us.